U.S. resumes inspections of U.S.-listed Chinese firms as tensions escalate. Violent clash erupts between Shanghai police and residents over property dispute. CCP's misinformation campaign says Taiwan has escape plan if attacked by China. Explosion at chemical factory on CCP's founding day raises doubts among netizens.
In recent weeks, U.S. audit officials have initiated a new series of inspections on Chinese companies listed on the New York Stock Exchange, reflecting increasing tensions between the world's two largest economies. Bloomberg reported that the Public Company Accountability Oversight Board, or PCAOB, dispatched a team to Hong Kong last month to review the 2022 audit reports of prominent Chinese companies listed in the U.S. This time, the inspections will cover about a dozen Chinese firms, including Tencent Music Entertainment, DD Global, and NetEase, marking a larger batch compared to the initial round conducted last year's third quarter. The renewal of inspections comes when the trade war between the two superpowers has escalated, particularly in the technology sector, encompassing areas like artificial intelligence and chip manufacturing. The auditing firms such as PricewaterhouseCoopers, Ernst & Young, and Deloitte & Touche are expected to provide detailed information to address concerns raised by the PCAOB's critical report on previous inspection findings. In a groundbreaking move, PCAOB announced in December that it had obtained full access to inspect Chinese firms for the first time. The move eliminates the risk of about 200 Chinese companies being delisted from the U.S. Stock Exchange. In August 2022, the U.S. and the Chinese regime reached an agreement to resolve a long-standing dispute over auditing compliance of Chinese companies listed in the U.S. The Chinese Communist regime had previously hesitated to allow foreign regulators to inspect its local accounting firms, citing national security concerns. In 2020, U.S. lawmakers passed legislation requiring Chinese companies to adhere to American auditing standards or face delisting from U.S. stock exchanges. Despite the increasing regulatory challenges and geopolitical tensions, 16 Chinese firms have debuted on U.S. capital markets this year, raising $460 million.
A large-scale clash between police and residents occurred in Shanghai's Xingpu district on July 3rd, following growing dissatisfaction among homeowners and residents of Haitang Xinyuan residents in Shujing town. The conflict arose due to the neighborhood committee's unauthorized rebuilding of a residential wall, leading to protests against the coercive construction. Videos shared on RFA's Twitter account captured the intense confrontation between residents and security guards who had barricaded the entrance gate. The residents expressed their discontent by shouting, "Get out," and "You guys are breaking the law, you know?" During the protest, several residents were pushed or kicked, and a 90-year-old resident named Wu Shenyan sustained injuries and required hospitalization. Amid the escalating tension, enraged individuals toppled the iron fence, escalating the conflict further. Subsequently, the authorities dispatched several police units to restore stability. As a result, some individuals suffered physical violence, and police forcibly arrested approximately 10 people. Reports indicated that one woman was sentenced to 7 days of administrative detention. According to reports, the Haitang Xinyuan residents began their protests on June 30th when 2 private cars and 2 trucks arrived at the residence gate. A group of 8 or 9 men dressed in black forcibly entered the premises. After breaching the security room, one seized the security guards' mobile phones. Additionally, they invaded their residence, overpowering and injuring 2 70-year-old individuals. Several residents stated that disagreements with the real estate company's proposal to replace the residents' exterior walls have persisted since 2019. The neighborhood committee exceeded its authority by engaging in the wall replacement without proper consultation. Recently, the Housing Commission issued several notices to residents indicating its intent to proceed with the wall replacement project forcefully. Some residents protested details about the renovation project on social media platforms and seen a Weibo at Haitang Xinyuan's residence, allegedly costing approximately $2,758,544, 20 million yuan. The project addressed safety concerns related to the substandard insulation technology used for the renovation, conceived initially as a project beneficial to the residents. However, due to the raised concerns about diminished property value and compromised soundproofing, heat insulation, and water repellency. Furthermore, the alteration would reduce the building's area due to a thinner exterior wall, posing potential transaction risks. Some residents cited water leakage and mold in other remodeled residences as evidence of the risks associated with such renovations. Starting in May, the Chinese Communist Party regime is said to have been launching a malicious disinformation campaign targeting Taiwan. An unnamed Taiwanese regime official told Reuters that China's media has released reports saying the Taiwanese government had an escape plan in the event of an attack by the CCP's military. According to the official, the purpose of this disinformation is to weaken Taiwan's morale to force the island to surrender. Reuters reported that Taiwan is on high alert against the CCP's efforts to influence public opinion on the island, including to watch out for Beijing's illegal funding of presidential candidates close to the CCP. Later this month, Taiwan will host the annual Han Kuang exercise, the island's most important exercise. This year, the Han Kuang exercise will temporarily close their main international airport for the first time to simulate a situation of a CCP military invasion. At least dozens of the CCP's news reports stated that the Han Kuang exercise was an escape rehearsal for Taiwanese President Tsing Ing-wen and an evacuation drill for U.S. citizens in the case of a CCP military attack on the island. A senior Taiwanese official said, "They want to sell fear. They want us to give up making preparations and surrender right away." Taiwan officials said that the CCP's disinformation campaign was overseen by Beijing's Central Leading Group for Taiwan Affairs, which Xi Jinping leads. Various CCP units, including the Taiwan Affairs Office in Beijing, are also conducting the campaign.
On July 1st, the anniversary of the founding of the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, a significant explosion occurred at Gantai New Materials Company, a chemical factory in Guixi City, Jiangxi Province. The incident has caused widespread concern among the public, who question the authorities' response to the incident. CCP officials swiftly announced that the fire had been extinguished without any casualties, and an investigation into the cause of the explosion was underway. However, this statement has been met with skepticism from the public. Reports from Chinese media indicate that the fire was controlled by 2:30 p.m. on the same day, with officials reiterating that there were no reported casualties. Images circulating on the internet reveal a massive mushroom cloud of black smoke engulfing the scene. A witness stated that around 11 a.m. that morning, they witnessed an enormous explosion, accompanied by thick smoke, severely obstructing visibility. Given the scale of the explosion, many members of the public are finding it difficult to believe the official claims that no one was harmed in the incident. As reported by Vision Times, the chemical plant explosion in Jiangxi topic garnered over 410 million views by 11 p.m. on July 1st, rapidly becoming a trending discussion on Weibo. Netizens have been expressing their concerns and doubts regarding the incident. One user lamented, "Whenever a chemical factory explodes, the consequences are tragic, just like in Beijing and Tianjin before." Another comment criticized the CCP's response. The "no casualties, no panic" statement reflects its unwavering commitment to maintaining stability and saving face. It hasn't changed. A different individual remarked, "Although the official investigation confirmed no casualties, or at least a low possibility, many people are still missing. We should prioritize safety in these chemical factory fires." In a sarcastic tone, one netizen wrote, "Our party is so powerful that it even celebrates special occasions with explosions on July 1st. Earlier, Gantai New Chemicals Company had been fined 9,000 yuan, or $1,241, for not having a safety manager on site, but the company continued its operations uninterrupted.